Hi, I'm Tessa, and in this video I'm going to talk about my experience reading A Study in Scarlet by Arthur Conan Doyle. I want to say that was my first time reading books of this author. I have always heard about Sherlock Holmes, but it had never caught my attention before until now. Well, this book is about Sherlock Holmes, who is a man that has a special intelligence based in a capacity of deduction and observation. Sherlock Holmes in the book is described like the typical British man with elegance and well manners. Sherlock Holmes is not a doctor, but he has a lot of knowledge about anatomy and other subjects. He has a very special job. He works with famous detectives solving cases. In this book, Doyle shows the ability of Holmes solving a crime while he creates a special relationship with a new friend, the Dr. Watson, who is a military doctor who has just arrived of Afghanistan. For this activity, I watched the first episode, A Study in Pink, which is about the same crime but has a lot of difference. Let me explain. I have to say that it was a very interesting and exciting first episode, but if you read the book, you can find very important differences. For example, in the episode of this series called Sherlock, the story is about a serial killer who has killed 4 people in the same way, using a poison, but the special in this case is that this killer forced people to commit suicide. But in the book doesn't exist a serial killer. In the book, the story is about a person who has killed 2 people, a rich man called Mr. Trevor and his assistant Mr. Sanderson. In the first episode of the series, the main murder is about a woman who before died wrote the word "wretch" in the floor with her nails. But in the book, the main murder is about Mr. Trevor, and in the floor, somebody wrote the word "wretch" with blood. The episode shows a modern Sherlock Holmes who used technology to resolve crimes, situation that never could happen in the book. The book never talks about Dr. Watson being lame, but the series shows a Dr. Watson who can walk well. In the book, Sherlock Holmes is introvert, but in the series, Sherlock Holmes is a little bit of joker. Both show a Sherlock Holmes who sometimes is lazy. In the book, Jefferson killed Mr. Trevor and his assistant to get revenge for Lucy and John Ferrier because he was in love with Lucy Ferrier. But in the series, the murderer killed 4 people because he was dying and he was afraid of die and left his sons with no inheritance. Well, there are a lot of differences and similarities between both. In my opinion, I prefer the book. Thank you.